This is Thomas with Believe in the Run.
And this is Robbe with Believe in the Run.
And this is Meaghan with Believe in the Run.
And you're listening to The Drop, our weekly podcast about all things running. And actually, Robbe,
What?
this is the second time this week that we're doing this because we're pre-recording because we're going to be going to Boston.
Don't give away our trade secrets,
And
dude.
we need to get this intro out early. So some of the stuff that we're going to be talking about, it's going to be a little bit out of context just because we're going to be rolling into Boston.
We can fill up the space, trust me.
Oh, yeah. You're going to enjoy this run.
Yeah.
Well, we've got a lot to talk about that we're going to be doing this weekend.
We do. And this upcoming week.
That's
this weekend. Yeah.
Jeez.
See, it's already a time
When people
problem.
are listening to this, people might be listening to this during Boston. What if someone's listening to this during
While
the Boston
they're running,
Marathon?
that'd be pretty wild.
That would be wild.
You think there's one person?
No,
If there's, how many people run Boston?
like 40,000.
You know what? They might
30,000.
listen to it on the bus up to the start.
If you're listening to this while you're running,
Let us know and we'll send you a shirt.
and congratulations on your PR.
Yeah.
Unless it's everybody. And yeah.
And let us know about the Wellesley Scream Tunnel because I'm still wondering about that.
Yeah. And maybe you saw us at the shakeout run. You're like, yo, that was so much fun.
This is going to come out on Friday.
Thomas's concept of time right now is you don't even know.
Yeah.
You might think it's May where this comes out.
Wait.
Happy Mother's Day, everyone.
Yeah. I like it. We're going to do a Mother's Day gift guide anyway.
If you celebrated Mother's Day yesterday, enjoy the Boston Marathon today. All right.
How was the weather today? It's looking good for
man.
Boston, isn't it?
Speaking of weather.
Meg, you're checking the weather, aren't you?
I am, even though it's like super premature to be doing that, and it's probably going to change like 10 times. But as of right now, which is very far in advance of race day, it's like 44 in the morning, 50s in the afternoon,
I have a question.
with some wind.
I mean, not I do this as well, but everyone knows the 10-day forecast is complete BS. Like it's not even close.
What did they say? It's 93 hours or something, or 70. It's like somewhere between the 2 or 3 day mark where they actually know. But any time before that is just completely.
Yeah, but I
Right.
love it because
It's
I
like
get all
garbage.
pissed off like when it changes. I'm like, what?
But it's like it's completely pointless.
Yeah.
It is.
But as a person running, you're not going to not look.
Well, one of the crazy things is my stepmom used to leave on the Weather Channel all day.
Really?
Like, and I'm like,
Oh, my dad's like that.
Wait,
too.
do you remember when you used to call
Like,
to
of
get
all
the
the
weather?
stuff.
Did you guys do that?
no, I didn't call to get the weather.
You would like dial this number and they'd be like, if today is forecast. I used to do that like all the time in the morning.
You grew up like you didn't grow up in 1950.
What movie do you want to see?
I swear that was like a thing.
How is this the option over turning on the television?
I don't know. I just remember we'd call.
Yeah. No.
You mean not to like see if you had off school, like to
No,
call,
like,
check the
just-
weather?
Just straight forecast.
Well, to be
All right.
fair, I think that sounds crazy, but then I think about it, and I lived in California when I was in high school for the first half. So I didn't really, like, you just went outside.
It
You're
was
like,
just the
that's
weather.
Yeah. and then when I went to boarding school, again, it was like, I was in upstate New York, and you're just like, yeah.
It's cold.
It's going to be shitty for about 90% of the time you're there. Like, it was really nice when you first got to school in the fall, and really nice when you were leaving. Everything in between up there is just hell.
I'm picturing Dead Poet Society.
Mm-hmm.
It was like fall, then it's winter, and I guess
That's
I'm not
exactly,
gonna-
yeah.
I won't go into that because I'll get in trouble.
Hey.
So yeah.
What would you get in
weather.
trouble for? Then it got spring?
No, like I don't want to talk about any touchy subjects.
Okay.
What the crux of that movie is when the kid kills himself, or when Neil, the main character, shoots himself at his dad's study.
What movie?
That was
Dead Poet Society.
I didn't remember that
I was
happening.
like, let's not talk about that today because
Okay.
apparently that's all I talk about.
Hoo-ha!
Yeah.
What movie was that? Son of a Woman? That was another one.
Wait,
That was
I
also
don't
in a
know
boarding
what's
school.
you
happening.
mean
Remember?
Al Pacino?
Yeah.
Like,
In Hoo-ha. In Son of a Woman or whatever.
did that take place in New York?
It took place at a boarding school.
Oh,
Remember the kid
I never
got into
actually saw it.
trouble, and
I never saw a movie. I just
that was
seen it.
Philip Seymour Hoffman the first time I ever saw him,
Oh, right. Okay.
and he was a jerk,
Yeah, I could see him kind of being a jerk.
and he played it so well.
Yeah.
That has
All right.
nothing to do with running. So we are really
Right on
killing it
topic.
on our regular rants.
Yeah.
Is there anything we can talk about Boston related? Like, Robbie, you're going up before us. You'll have already been there when this podcast is released.
I can say what I'm doing.
Yeah.
I'm going to an event with New Balance.
And Brandon.
Brandon's going to be there. I'm just going to have him take pictures of me looking really good.
And the
looking
new track.
really, really, really good.
You are gonna look good. I think that you will be outfitted with some new trainers.
I hope so. I hit them up today. I was like, look, I need to look good for this event. Can I get some New Balance 574s?
Oh, you asked for them? I thought you were just go and buy them.
No.
I'm crazy.
Why would I buy something?
Yeah. Well, why don't you get that for the whole team then?
Yeah. It's so. Anyways, we're going there for an event at the track, capital TRACK.
That's actually what it's called. Mm-hmm. The track.
I think my idea here, my speculation why they're doing it is so people say, "Oh, we're gonna go run at the track," and it's like, which one? Oh, the track.
I see.
I don't love it. I don't love it, but New Balance has never been good at naming things.
Are they is this the one where they were telling us?
I guess I'm not going next week.
Banked?
Yeah, they can automatically control the curvature of the bank so that they can lower it and raise it depending on.
Like, that's cool.
It's super cool.
There's robots.
Brendan tried to pretend he knew what we were talking about. Yeah. Like, oh yeah, that's something that's always been there.
And so are they hosting an event, like a race, or is it just here's our
It's a little bit of a surprise thing. I think there's going to be some racing. I think there's going to be some celebrating, and they said a live performance. So I'm thinking there's music.
Yeah.
I hope it's Snoop Dogg.
I was just going to say I hope so too.
No, I thought it should be Gata.
It should be, but I think
Little
said
Dicky.
It's not going to be.
That'd be the best. Little Dicky at the track.
I mean, yeah, that'd be cool.
Well, we'll find out.
Yeah, so Robbie's doing that, and that's going to be stellar. The next day, you're going to spend some time checking out some of the new product that we haven't even seen that will be coming out. I think it's like fall 23.
Is it? Cool.
Yeah, it's like you're seeing like into the future of New Balance.
Real quick?
Yeah.
Real quick side tangent.
Hit it.
Speaking of into the future, I saw that they're coming out with a new version of the DeLorean. Did you see that?
I did not. That sounds cool.
Yeah.
It's going to be electric, right?
Probably.
Yeah, it's got to be.
Yeah. I don't know if it'll hit 88. Just kidding. The Tesla, man, that goes like to 60 in like, what, less than 2 seconds?
Yeah. I mean, Marty McFly would be all over the place.
Yeah. So, man, that'd be cool if it really does time travel.
How do we know it doesn't?
That's what I mean.
I mean,
if they tested the first time, they're like,
if I told you that Elon Musk in the future was going to own 9% of Twitter, would you believe me?
Not back when he invented PayPal.
No.
Well, Twitter didn't exist then.
Wait, Elon Musk was in PayPal?
Yeah, he was one of the founders of PayPal.
I didn't understand that.
That explains why. Yeah.
Anyways, so that's kind of cool. And then after Robbie and them check out that stuff, Meg and I will head up to Boston. And Robbie has to shoot back to Baltimore, but Brandon gets to stay.
Like ships passing in the night.
Yeah, we won't even see each other.
I'll high five you from the air.
Yeah. Ooh, that'd be cool. And then, so Brandon, Meg, and I will be there, and we get there Friday night. I think we might do something with New Balance Friday night. Saturday, we have the 5K. The Boston 5K.
Yeah, you'll be running that in the morning.
Right, and then after that, we're kind of open, right, to do some fun stuff, like check out Newberry Street and see the different brands.
But here's my concern. Like, I'm racing a marathon that Monday. Yeah. Like, how much stuff can I be doing?
Well, as from experience, I went fishing for like 6 hours in the cold and wind the last time before the Florida race.
Before Donna, and then
it worked out really well.
His feet all wet.
Yeah. Okay, so just go for it.
You know, if you're tired, you go back to the hotel. I want to check out some of the other things that other brands are doing while we're there.
I was going to say, there's a ton going on.
Yeah, and it's all on the same street, so it's not like a ton of
Pretty much Newberry Street. There's like every house on Newberry Street is a brand.
And then Sunday, we are going to have our shakeout run with Meaghan Featherston, and that's in the morning, and then you can rest the rest of the day.
Yeah.
Do you, but you're talking about like Saturday.
Yeah,
I mean 2 days before.
Mm-hmm.
Right.
That's basically just walk. It's a lot. That's like a run. What's the difference between running 5 miles and walking 2 miles?
One's faster.
One takes a lot longer.
Yeah.
Same thing.
I hear what you're saying. Like it'll be fine.
I don't want to get in your head. I know it's a big race for you on Monday. And so if you need to rest, you can rest. I want to check out what's happening. I think it's going to be a lot of fun. With our shakeout run, there's potential. We found out that we might have, I'm just going to say it. I don't know that we're not supposed to say it. I know that I know that the guy that you guys just interviewed, Montañez, Nico will be
Montañez, remember that?
Montañez. He'll be there. Emma Bates is back. We just saw her in DC. She'll be there. Lindsay Flanagan possibly along with her. So,
and we just confirmed that the bagels will be coming from Bagelsaurus and Goldilocks, which are like two of the best of the best bagels.
I thought you were going to say 2 children's books.
And the coffee is coming from Des Linden's husband. True. This time I got that right.
So we got the best of the best.
It's going to be amazing. You're going to get a chance to meet some of the best athletes in the sport that are going to run our shakeout run.
Yeah.
I know other people might be doing a shakeout run, but they're not going to have us or the A6 athletes. So
ours is going to be huge.
It's going to be
We
huge.
have basically 250 RSVPs right now.
Whoa.
Yeah.
So if everyone shows up and brings a friend.
I'm going to call the fire marshal. It sounds a little illegal.
I mean, it's going to be fun. And then what we're going to do is we're just going to run over to other people's group runs and just stampede them.
We're just going to engulf everyone.
Nancy Kerrigan them?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Dang.
Be like, hey, are you wearing A6 today? No?
Yeah.
You get kneecapped.
Lead pipe.
Yeah.
Sounds fine.
Yeah. That's Boston style, I think.
Yeah, I mean, anything goes. Boondock Saints.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
Grab your rope.
What was that other movie I liked? The Departed.
Yeah, The
good.
Departed.
Yeah, The Departed.
And so are you racing the 5K?
Okay.
I want to say yes. But I'm also like, we're getting up there Friday night. And
The race is Saturday morning.
Like if I get up there and it's fun hanging out with New Balance and
you have to race a 5K. That's what a 5K is.
No, I know that. But like that means that would mean that
It's like 22 minutes of hell.
it is. Yeah. But you know what? I raced the 5K, and then I raced the half marathon, then I raced the 10 mile.
I thought you were racing yourself back into fitness.
Yeah.
It's not working. It's not working.
Maybe by the time you get there,
You think this is the turning point?
One.
Yeah.
Okay. Because I will tell you the 10 miler that we did at Cherry Blossom. Oh, that hurt so bad.
Yeah,
Like it hurt.
I could see that.
See, and I was telling you a little bit about this yesterday.
And I didn't even run it that fast.
It still hurt.
It hurt and it was slow. It's like a double insult.
I PR'd in the half, PR'd in the 10 mile, and it never really hurt. And I think it's because this will now be my 4th marathon in 8 months, which is stupid. But I've become so accustomed to feeling so horrible.
So you're saying I'm just learning now?
In the marathon? No, I'm wondering if I don't know if my pain tolerance is different or if I'm just having good races that aren't painful. But I feel like I'm going to be in a world of hurt on Monday.
Oh, you're saying that it's because they haven't been hurting. Now you're going to get there and
Probably.
It's going to hurt. That's possible. But I hope not for your sake. I think you're running really well. I'm really excited to see what you do.
Are you gonna? You should listen to the podcast. You want me to cheer you on right now? All right, Meaghan, you got this.
You gotta be our check-in.
How many minutes are we in? Okay, you're 2 miles in.
I will not be listening to anything out there.
Okay.
Sorry.
All right.
You can't. There's the crowd.
I wouldn't. Yeah.
I mean, I don't ever listen to music or put headphones on during races.
You
but
should bring those clip-on speakers and listen to the podcast really loud.
Yeah. That'd be good. Do advertisements the whole time you're out there.
Yeah.
I'm actually gonna, for the first time I think ever, run with my phone because we have to get on a bus at 6:45 in the morning and we don't run until 10 something.
But this brings up a good point. You have bras
with pockets
that have pockets for your phone. Why wouldn't you take your phone? Like if you could just tuck it in your
just extra something I don't want.
Actually,
I get it. Like you're wearing the lightest shoes you want to
right.
But at the same time, Boston is like, it's so much stuff like sitting in the beginning, getting through at the end. Like there's time where this might be helpful after you're done with the race, you could call me and be like, "Why aren't you out here waiting for me?"
Oh,
And I'll be
I'm running straight into the New Balance finish line party.
Yeah,
I'm just not going to stop. I'm just going to keep running until I get there.
Do we need to get passes for that?
We're on a list.
We're on a list.
Oh, wow.
Okay,
Yeah.
cool.
Hopefully, Meaghan might be.
Yeah, I'm on the list.
Oh, I'm definitely on the
Dude,
list.
Thomas is gonna be hammered by the time you get there.
I know, because it's a late start. Like, I won't be done until like 1:00.
Are you gonna be?
I mean, just if
are
they
you
have
going
cheeseburgers.
Are you going out to any points on the course, or are you just hanging at the finish? Dude, he might not see the finish.
Yeah, I don't know.
Dude, open bar.
I might just wait for him at the bar.
Well, I'm trying to think if there would even be a spot where he could come and see us and get to the finish.
I think the bar has a balcony. I think you can see the finish line from the balcony.
Oh man,
is what the thing is.
Oh, this might be the last podcast we do.
Oh, well, just not the last podcast, just the last one with me.
Yeah. Oh man,
it is a hard marathon to spectate. Like, we were there, we were trying to capture footage, and it's
we got
hard.
to 2 spots.
Yeah.
Robbie, why is it called Beantown?
Because Boston beans, like a baked bean.
Yeah, but why? I mean, there's chowder there, there's lobsters. Like, why the beans take hold?
Oh, I think it's just because they made them there, the Boston beans.
How do you even grow beans? Does anybody know?
That's actually a good question.
Wait, I thought this was a Chicago thing.
No,
Beantown.
What's Chicago? Chicago is
I mean, it's just the Windy City, but what else?
Yeah.
What is there? Food?
Pizza, deep dish pizza.
Yeah.
Hot dogs.
Hot dogs, Chicago dog. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
So, do beans just grow like?
Well, I would think they grow in like a pod, like peas in a pod.
Yeah, right.
Do beans grow like that?
I think, or do they just grow like little potatoes, and you have to pull one out of the ground?
bush of beans.
That's probably where
bush.
Bush's baked beans come from. They probably come in a bush.
No, their family's name is Bush.
Are you sure about that?
Yeah, the dog told me.
Yeah, but they're probably named after the baked bean bushes. Think about
Megan's Googling it. Out of beans.
It's clearly not a
We're
simple
gonna have to save this
There's
as a trivia
videos.
question.
I hope they're just like little Keebler elves pulling the beans off of a stalk one at a time.
Yeah. So, I'm running a 5K. Megan's running the Boston Marathon. Robbie, what are you running?
Running my mouth. But
Are you going to run tonight with us?
Yeah.
What shoe are you going to wear?
I guess maybe the Gel Cumulus.
I think
so.
so.
I haven't worn that yet. Yeah, I'm not. What will I
when
be
you
doing
say
that
haven't
weekend?
worn it,
Well,
you've worn a very similar shoe.
For the Gel Nimbus?
Yeah.
Yeah. No, I'm not going to be running because everyone forgets that's Easter Sunday, like that same weekend.
I know, it is crazy.
What
keep
does that mean?
forgetting. Like,
What?
there's family stuff going on.
Yeah, like it's a.
Oh, are you going to go Easter egg hunting and stuff?
Yeah, of course.
Right.
There is an adult. There's an adult Easter egg hunt in Highlandtown.
An adult one?
Yeah, you like pay for charity or whatever, you get a ticket, but it's like liquor bottles and stuff.
Oh, actually, that sounds fun.
It does actually sound.
When you
cool.
first said it, I said like, "Oh, that's stupid."
Those are what
Right.
beans. They look
Okay,
like.
so it's like peas in a pod type thing.
Oh, they are beans
Yeah.
grow in a pod.
Yeah, like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5
that makes
of them.
sense. So there goes.
They
my-
look like a green bean, but it's just.
How come you never see that?
I don't know, but I hope that elves still take them out of there.
Wait, I'm gonna ask a dumb question. Legumes. Does that mean that it grows in a pod?
I think so. There's a lot of, I think, some questionable science that goes on when classifying vegetables.
Yeah.
Everyone, you remember like the smart kid at school always like to tell you that a tomato is a fruit. It's like,
Yeah.
dude, it's a vegetable.
Yeah.
I don't care what you say.
It's not usually the smart kid. It's actually the dumb kid because he's
Oh,
like
who
all
tried to be
excited
smart.
that he's
Yeah.
got one
one fact.
one thing he can correct people on.
Yeah.
It's like it's actually a fruit.
Yeah.
Good seed.
Good seeds. And way too many of them, by the way.
I don't really mind them in a tomato.
You don't notice them, but there's way too many. Anyways,
Where's
Can't
it all
stop
go?
looking at these bean
yeah,
photos.
she's in a real
Megan's down the bean hole.
bean porn over here. NSFW.
I mean, think about that. Someone's got to take all these beans out of these pods.
Yeah, they're all take that shell off. They're all naked. It's questionable.
Probably somebody getting paid a very good wage to do it.
Yeah.
Okay. Well,
I mean, otherwise, why would beans be so expensive? So obviously, we've run out of
Almost
stuff
had
to talk about.
Okay, I won't talk. That is actually crazy though. How cheap beans are, like in the can, and then you're like, think about how many of those need to be shucked or whatever you call it.
they must have a little
Do you know?
machine.
No,
that's
if you
just
really want to eat on a budget,
Yeah.
get the dried beans.
Oh
the big
yeah.
bags of dried beans and rice. That's an energy device.
I mean you can
You get
eat
your
for
protein
literally
and
years.
your carbs.
All right, so let's talk about shoes and running.
Let's get in it. Here, grab this.
I thought you were for real going to throw that at me.
No. All right, so this week we just finished up the video review for this. I still have to write the review. And I have to tell you, when we were filming the video, I did something that I hadn't done in the shoe when I was testing before the video review. I ran barefoot in this shoe, and what the shoe we're talking about is the New Balance SC Pacer, which is a 5K, 10K distance flat for running.
Fuel cell, midsole.
Yeah, fuel cell. And I ran barefoot in it, and this upper feels amazing when you're barefoot. It's like not having a shoe on your foot.
I mean, summertime, this will feel nice.
I mean, the first time I tested this, we were in the middle of winter. There's no way I'm going out sockless.
I actually took this to Florida for when we did the Donna.
Oh, you did? Mm-hmm. Did you use it at all?
Yeah. That day when it was like 80 degrees out. So I actually did wear it.
Did you wear a sock with it?
No.
And so you felt the
yeah, because I ran to the pool in them.
Yeah.
I was really dripping.
I don't like the sockless thing. I just don't like it.
I normally don't, but Meg, look at this upper. It's so soft against the foot, and it's so airy. It feels like there's nothing on your foot. It's kind of an amazing
Now, I will say, it doesn't feel sock-like on the foot.
What doesn't?
The fit of the shoe.
It's a little baggy in the toe box.
Yeah.
Is that what you're saying?
Yeah.
You know, and I'm not sure why that is. Like, I know that we've had wide shoes from New Balance. I don't know if maybe it's a little wider so that you can splay your toes when you're sprinting or going at fast paces. But the upper of this isn't exactly the best fit, I would say. Like, getting the right fit in this shoe is a little tough. Mm-hmm. And then this tongue is so thin. And you can tell everything they did on the shoe on the upper was to eliminate weight. And, and the tongue is paper thin.
How much does this weigh? Do you remember?
It was 7 something ounces, I think, for my size 10.5.
Which is like what?
It's about the same as a Vaporfly.
Okay. And it has a carbon plate in it.
Yep.
Which
it's not just a carbon plate. There's the Energy Arc.
Which the Streak Fly, that's a close comparison. The same 5K, 10K shoe. That does not have a plate in it, right? It
has a shank in it, and it's not a carbon shank. There's a full carbon plate. It's the Energy Arc plate, which is a different kind of shape. It's kind of bowed so that you can load it on impact and then get a little pop off of it.
It's like this is a more aggressive ride than the Streak Fly. I haven't ran the Streak Fly, that's why I don't know.
Yeah, it's just different. The Streak Fly has like a really, and we're going to do it. We do between two shoes, between the Streak Fly and the shoe, because they're both obviously meant for the 5K, 10K distance, or at least marketed that way. The difference between the two is the fuel cell isn't quite as bouncy as the Zoom X and the Streak Fly. So this one feels a little snappier because of the plate.
Yeah.
And the fuel cell, where the Streak Fly feels more that bounce that you love out of Zoom X. So when you land, you get like that nice cushion and then sort of a rebound energy return. This one, you're getting more of that rigid plate, snappy feeling.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. So, and I think it's $150 and comes out in June.
Yeah.
Just FYI.
And it's part of the SC collection, which is the Supercomp. What other shoes are in there, Robbie?
The Trainer and the Elite V3, which is really just the reason it's called a V3 is because it's the next version of the RC Elite, basically.
Yeah. I mean, in the RC Elite 2 is so different than the RC Elite 1.
Right.
And the RC Elite 3 or SC Elite 3 is completely different than the two. So they're really making leaps and bounds on their race shoes, and everything. You can kind of think of it this way: if it's time to race, it's time to put fuel cell on.
Yeah.
And if it's time to feel comfort and still have a nice ride, it's a fresh foam. What are you gonna say? What would you race in the fresh foam?
No, I was going the opposite.
Oh.
Unless it's the Rebel, then
Rebel's still a racer, I think.
Yeah, but a lot of people
do it as a daily
training.
Yeah, I mean,
or fast.
I think the exciting thing about the Rebel V3 is it's getting a little more fuel cell under the forefoot. Mm-hmm. So where you might have felt it bottomed out on the second version,
yeah,
it's going to have I think a little more forefoot in the third version. So I think it's going to be a really versatile shoe that you could use for a daily trainer. I think the Rebel's going to be one of those do-it-all shoes. You could use it for a daily trainer. It's going to be light enough for race day. It's not
So
going to have a plate, though.
I guess I should ask if those shoes exist.
What shoes?
The RC Elite or the Supercomp Elite. What's the need for the Pacer?
That's the toughest thing. The only thing I can think of is, say that you're a track 5,000 meter person or a 10,000 meter person, and you're like, I want a shoe that feels like a track spike for the road.
Mm-hmm.
I feel like this is that shoe. Like, you're going to transition. If you really like that way that a spike feels, and I talked to Brandon about it, and it's like, if you like the way that a track spike feels, or those low flats, then this is what you'd like. But I think for the majority, for us,
mm-hmm.
we're going to probably still just prefer to go up to the Pacer. I mean, not the Pacer, the Trainer and the Elite.
More stack.
We love that bounce.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I don't know, like, because so many people run fast 5Ks in any of the super shoes. Like, most people at this point, right?
At this point, I'm going, like, it's like, give me a bazooka. I'm going to use the best shoe that I can.
Like, what are you going to wear at the 5K?
I haven't really decided, to tell you the truth. Like, I don't, if we get the new shoe from New Balance, if we get the Elite in time, mm-hmm. or the Trainer, I might try it. And
you think you're going to get that by the next weekend? Did they say that?
I think you're going to have it.
Get it there.
Oh, for real?
Yeah.
Sweet. I thought there's...
Yeah, I think, I don't know if they'll give it to me when I get up there or not. They should.
Yeah.
And if you see them, you should tell them, just grab me a pair. Cool. Be like, Brandon, give this pair to Thomas.
Which I don't think those shoes come out till the fall.
Yeah, but I think we're supposed to get them soon.
Yeah, no.
And this event is to launch that stuff at the track. So if you do get a hold of a pair and they're handing out pairs, give a pair of 10.5 to Brandon, or a size 10, because like they've been running long on me.
Wait, is that really what this event is for? Is also for the release of the shoe? To announce the shoes? I think you're gonna get all that.
I don't know. There was a lot of discussion.
By the way, that Friday night event too, that I can't remember if it's open to the public at all. Is it open to the public?
I don't know. They invited us to it. I don't know.
Well, like Sidney McLaughlin's trying to break some records. El Purier, St. Pierre. I was trying to remember her last two names.
It's tough when people start adding extra names onto their name.
Especially when it's St. Pierre. That's like two more. That's mm-hmm. two names.
Yeah.
Who is St. Pierre, by the way? I wonder what he's patron saint of.
I think he's the French guy.
I think it's just they made it up.
Yeah. St. Pierre. I mean, I feel like we're dragging our feet here a little bit.
Yeah.
Is it because, okay, I got to give it to the people. Normally we don't record this late in the afternoon. So if this seems a little bit slow, or we seem brain dead, it's probably because of the time of day.
I did Google a little bit more about why Boston is called Beantown.
Okay, hit us.
Like
I would like to know.
History lesson.
Hey, yeah, let's get some trivia.
So the common tale is that sailors and merchants passing through the region's biggest city would enjoy the quick, cheap meal to such a degree that the Beantown nickname emerged through word of mouth. By the 1880s, we had the Boston Bean Eaters baseball team, eventually known as the Braves. And in the early 1900s, a popular tourism slogan claimed, "You don't know beans until you come to Boston."
Oh, I like that. You don't know beans. I didn't know where that came from.
Imagine sitting on piles of lobster and you're going with the bean angle.
It's so much easier to get the beans out than it is lobster. You had to dig in the water.
Well, and lobster used to be like a low class food.
That's true, because it is a bottom feeding.
Mm-hmm. It's like basically what crayfish are.
Yeah.
We're okay. We're definitely getting lobster.
Oh yeah.
Post marathon.
At least a lobster roll.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Would you like to make an announcement?
Yeah. Ralphie is joining the podcast.
Ralphie the dog is checking it out.
Yeah.
He heard beans. He's in.
That is interesting.
I will say, when Ralphie lets it go, it smells like he ate a bunch of beans.
That is true. Like he ate the what was that can that Kramer was given? The horse. Beefarino.
Beefarino. Yeah.
Beefarino.
What was that horse's name? I was just watching that episode like a couple weeks ago. I do want to bring up one more thing, because I was talking about that world record thing that New Balance is doing at the track, and Adidas is doing one next month. Is that like a common thing, like for the athletes, for them to just like set up events for their athletes to break world records?
Because I don't remember hearing about that. I think this is coming out of COVID.
I was just going to say that.
You know, like, because nobody had races. So they're like, let's set up an event for Sarah Hall to run the fastest.
Okay.
Because, I don't remember it happening like it is now.
And now it's like, okay, let's do an event. And you saw like Tracksmith with our boy, Nick Willis.
Here's my thing though.
I was doing that.
Will
thing.
Nillis.
Yeah, Will Nillis.
What did he call Des Linden? Les Dinden yesterday.
Les Dinden
on the live pod. That was great.
It's beautiful.
One letter.
So if you can do that, if you can just like set that up, then why wouldn't Kipchoge's thing be eligible? I guess that's because he used Pacers.
I think track is different.
It's dumb.
Because track is a controlled environment.
Yeah.
So if you have an indoor track record, it's an indoor track record. If you have an outdoor track record, outdoor track record. So, but it's the same flat surface. So the thing is with Eliud Kipchoge is they created a marathon course specifically for him to break. Like,
but the distance is the distance. Though.
Yeah, but you can't. Like, think about like how special that was that they were able to shut off that mileage and create a course for him that nobody else could get on. You can't I can go to a track and try to beat one of those people, and I could have a person with a clock and have it, filmed or whatever, and I could break a record. I can't close down streets of,
when Sarah Hall did that thing in Oregon during COVID, was that an official?
It was because it was officially measured and they did the whole.
It was a USATF certified course.
Maybe was the whole reason the Kipchoge thing was illegal was because of the Pacers?
Yeah. It's the Pacers, the
car
closed course,
Yeah,
he had all the.
Okay. So it might not have been the actual closed course part of it.
That's a good question. If somebody knows
I can't remember
what you need, because it was probably officially measured.
I think the thing was like the Pacers and the aid, like how they riding the bikes and giving them the fluids and stuff.
I still get the chills. Yeah, like thinking about that.
I'm not gonna lie, amazing. He did have a lot of stuff going for him.
Think about this. So.
He still ran under 2 hours.
I'm not saying that. That's
but no, I'm just saying.
I'm not.
As someone who just ran a 10-mile race and ran it as hard as I could, and I was slow. I don't care what shoes you put on me. I don't care if there was 10 guys running in front of me. I don't care if you had a car.
Yeah.
Unless I was tied to the car. I don't.
With wheelies on.
Yeah, I don't know. And I hate to say it wasn't slow, but for what I would like to do, it wasn't the paces I'd like to hit. I don't judge. When I talk about pace, also I'm talking about my pace. For those people, like I don't judge people like
I would
on their paces. Like if you're fast, you're fast.
Yeah.
If you run, whatever your pace is, I'm not judging.
I don't know. Slow. After talking to Shannon Thompson, the mental performance consultant, she says we're all sizing everyone up.
Well, no, what I'm saying is though, when I'm talking, like if I say a pace and I give it a designation of fast or slow, my fast, if I say I ran something fast compared to somebody,
you're just saying your terms of fast and slow are relative to your personal
so
pace.
I am not putting anyone down who ran the same pace as me at the 10 miler and saying that I felt like my time was slow.
I gotcha.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying. I don't want people to think I'm looking down on them because I'm not. I love y'all.
I do wonder. Don't you wonder though if Kipchoge just maybe even if you just took away the Pacers, I really would want to know. I just want to know.
Know what?
If he'd do it?
If that mattered.
I mean, he still has a 2:01, right? PR on a regular course.
I know, but
I think that someone, and it may be Kipchoge, I don't know. Someone is going to do it on a real course. We're going to see it.
You think so?
I do.
I mean, you saw the documentary though, that he was they had it figured out. Even that slight wind might have made him not break it.
Yeah, but think about this.
That's what I want to know.
If you're at a race where there's a tailwind, you could get even better benefit than having the Pacers blocking.
Ryan Hall at Boston.
Yeah.
Let's hope for that this weekend.
I am hoping. I want a Meaghan PR on Boston. I want to go to the Tracksmith house afterwards, get your poster printed up with your time on it. I want the ambient glory that I get from being
not having to run it, but being with someone who ran well.
That's the greatest thing. Like the 10 miler, when I finished, I don't care about my time. I ran up to Meaghan. I'm like, how'd you do? And she's like, sub 60 minute for 10 mile. I'm like, yes, we win.
Yeah, I know her.
I live with that lady.
It was funny after when we did the B&A, I went back on the course to go find Thomas, and I was like, maybe he's like in the hurt locker and I can help him run in. And I saw him, and so I start running up to him, and he says nothing to me other than, "Did you win?"
And she did.
I was like, "What?" I was like, "Yeah, but how are you feeling?" And he's like, "Horrible."
Yeah, it doesn't matter. We won. I won. I've already won. I just have to finish.
Nice. All right.
You know what's crazy is that, running into fitness here, my half marathon time, like my pace, was almost the same for the 10 mile.
Okay. Revelation.
Well, it should be faster. I got 3 less miles to run. But yeah.
Oh my.
Anyway,
all right.
Whatever.
All right. So today we are chatting with Mary Denholm. Mary actually grew up here in Moncton, Maryland.
When you say here, yeah, I was going to say in the Baltimore area.
She grew up with parents who were big into skiing. So
her dad was a runner.
Yeah. So she spent some time in Vermont. She ended up going to school there. Ended up practicing law, then took a big break. She is now marketing with Run Rabbit.
I think this is what I enjoyed about this interview was you kind of get to take a journey with someone through a roundabout way of, she became an OTQ runner and actually ran the Olympic trials, but she took a circuitous, did I say it correctly? Circuitous route to kind of becoming, I would consider her almost a professional runner now because she
will be in the pro field at Boston.
Yeah. All right. Mm-hmm. And it's kind of fun to watch almost how the gravity of running pulled her back into the sport. And I think that it's also interesting the influence that maybe her father has that she doesn't think he had. But it's kind of funny. It's like she ends up doing a lot of stuff her dad does, but she says it's not influenced by him. But you'll get into that in the interview. It's fascinating. I really enjoyed talking with her.
Yeah, this is a good one. So enjoy.